Welcome to another edition of Inside Westside as we get ready for the Wolverines to take on the Harber Wildcats. Coach Pratt joins me now from the Den. And Coach Pratt, how is it? How can you kind of flush what happened last week and keep the thing moving forward? Because there's still a lot of season left and a lot to play for here.
There's a lot of season left, just like we talked about after the big win against Fayetteville. You got a 24-hour window that you got to be able to throw it off, even though it's a little harder when it's like the one on Friday night where we just didn't think we played very well. Thought that we had some situations where we kind of fell back to the way that we played last year, which is not the way that we want our team to play. And so, us as coaches sat down over the weekend and we started trying to figure out ways to get us back on track. And we're still a really good football team. And it's not like that, the season is down the drain because you play one bad game. You're still you're looking at your games ahead. You got three of the next four games at home. Uh, you got a chance to win out, and you're at worst you're second. So you still get a bye, which is kind of our focus going into this, and so that's the most important thing right now is getting ready to play. Getting ready to play Harber and taking nothing away from Rogers. I mean, they're a really good football team. Jeff Regan is he's special, and they played really well. And I told you when we interviewed last week that it was going to come down to turnovers. And, that first turnover that we had killed us, going down to match them to make it 7-0. They haven't even come close to stopping us. And then we turn the football over. That just doesn't happen with us very often. So, you know, just looking at our kids, we got to be able to handle adversity better, and we got to be able to tackle better. We got to be able to snap the ball better on punt. We got to be able to execute better on offense. So there's always a lot of ways to try to improve, but overall, we're still a good football team, and we've got to remember that when we get ready to play next week.
Is it an instance where maybe you guys were trying to do too much and maybe pressing a little bit? And like you say all the time, if you just, be you, then, things will work out okay.
Right. We're not going to try to do anything different. We're going to try to focus on the little things and make sure our kids play hard. And I think that's the difference in the way that we played is we didn't play as hard and as dominant as we have before. It didn't mean what it did for us in the first few games. And so that's what we're trying to get back on track. And I have no doubt we will. I have no doubt against Harvard will come out and play really well. And, it's senior night. It's a great opportunity for these seniors to remember their career, but also try to remember the night, make it a special night. So we're excited about it.
And it's a special group when you talk about, this group started out last year with all that adversity, and it's the same group of players, honestly. They've done a tremendous job of putting the work in to get to the situation they're in right now.
I think that's the most special part about this group is I was talking to them the other day, and from their seventh, eighth, ninth JV, uh, even last year they've never experienced the success early in the season like we have right now. They were talking the other day about this is the first year that they're have a winning record this point in the season and all their career. And, so you look at where a kid comes from and how far they work to get there. Uh, yeah, I have a saying I tell myself all the time: it's never as good as it is, never as good as you think it is, never as bad as you think it is. And so, right now as we're looking at it, we're still a really good football team. Just had an off night, and we need to make sure that we get on track and don't have another one.
New coach at Harbor, obviously very familiar. Coach Dannenhauer coming over from Bentonville. What are some things you guys have to do to kind of slow them down for looking at the Harbor offense?
Well, their offense is real good. I mean, they're a good football team, and we played them in multiple team camps during the summers, 7-on-7s. We also got to see them over at Union a little bit. They're a lot better football team than they were as far as the X's and O's part, and the kids know what they're supposed to do. They're sound in what they do. He does a great job with them, and they're going to run the football, and they're going to be really good offensive line wise, and we're going to have to make sure we're taking care of our gaps and making sure our system is correct. And because he's going to give you a lot of formations, a lot of motions, but he's going to run the football. That's what he's going to start with. We're going to have to make sure that we are able to stop the run.
And for you guys offensively, obviously you mentioned the turnovers. Limiting those is got to be priority one, I would imagine this week.
Well, that's the first game that we've lost the turnover margin. So, we didn't just lose it; we lost it by -2. So, you look at all the success we've had, and a lot of it has to do with turnovers. I mean, you look at Fayetteville; we forced 5 turnovers, we had none on offense. So, if you want to be successful, you got to be able to take care of the football. And last week, both those picks probably shouldn't have happened if we take care of the ball like we're supposed to. I mean, Ryan doesn't drop very many balls, and if you notice, the next play we come right back to him because he's our go-to receiver, and he's got to be able to have confidence and not worry about just be him, like you said, just be him and do it like you've done all the other games. So. I think we'll be fine. We'll focus on that this week, just like we have every week, and hopefully the breaks fall our way.
Yeah. All right, we'll leave it there, Coach. Thank you so much for the time as always.
Appreciate you. Thank you.